2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Divine Messages with Max Ryan. Oh, this is a tongue twister. Max Ryan and Polly Wirum. So we are here to share messages of the divine with you. So we see them, we hear them, we feel them, and whatever comes through, that's what we share with you. And like I like to say, sometimes it doesn't make sense to me what I'm seeing, but together we figure it out. And there's always messages. And they're messages not only for our lovely Barbie, our guest today, but also messages for everybody that taps in, whether you're listening now live or you listen to the recording. There's always something of importance that you can connect with. And that's what I love about this show. So lots of stuff always happens, and it's completely unrehearsed, unscripted, and believe me, if you, we just never know what's going to happen. And I'll let my wonderful colleague Max Ryan share a little bit about what he does.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Great to see you. Great to see you, Polly. It's been a couple of weeks, been more than a couple of weeks, but we are back. We are back for a few weeks for sure, so this is the time that we usually do our show, but it's great to see you. And like Polly was saying, my name is Max Ryan. Excuse me, I am coughing. We have no script here. We just get divine messages, and I'm the creator and founder of AttractPositiveResults.com, if you can see right there. And what my work revolves around is helping people to move from confusion to clarity, from craziness to peace, and from fear to love. And I do that a few different ways. I do that by doing readings like this, individual readings. I also am a certified coach, and I help people that way. And I also have a big presence on Periscope, and Periscope is a wonderful, wonderful way to connect with a lot of people, so I love doing that. And also our new network on Periscope called Love and Action TV is going to be premiering on March 20th. You'll find out more about that in the coming weeks. But I'm just thrilled to be here, and I'm so glad that our good friend Barbie is here. And I just have to say something really quickly, is I know Barbie through Periscope. I don't know her intimately, like we're best friends or anything. So just so you all know, I have to be transparent in the work that we do, is I know some things about Barbie, but I won't be reading on those things. I'm going to be reading on other things that I'm getting in the moment. So it's fantastic to be here. It's great. Polly, did you want to talk a little bit more about your website
I
and what you
do.
do?
Thank you. Yes, so I'm Polly Wirum, and my website is gateways2peace.com. That's with the number 2, so gateways2peace.com. I have a radio show, a blog talk radio show every Tuesday, and I'm an intuitive coach also, which and I have different packages. But what I love about that is when and I know Max kind of does, because he's a lifelong coach. But being an intuitive coach gives you that little extra where we can see the bigger picture. And so it's very insightful, and I love doing that. It's really, really rewarding. And then another thing, I'm just going to bring it up because frequently we forget. That's part of the thing that happens up there when we start doing intuitive work. We forget some of the business stuff. But I just want to bring up that Max and I also do team readings, and so similarly to what we do with Barbie today, people can hire us and we do a team reading. So we've done them when Max comes up to Alaska or when I go to California, where we do live events. We also do these team readings, and they're phenomenal, just amazing. So anyhow, I just want to bring that up. So I don't think either one of us has that on our website yet.
Not yet, because it's kind of like happening as we go, because it's it's an outgrowth of our work, and so people are wanting to be like, can we have both of you at the same time? And let me tell you, if you're thinking about this, we have such a great time doing these team readings, and we can do it. Basically, we would do what we're doing with Barbie today, but at much more in depth, much longer, and we can do it on a Google Hangout, so that a private Google Hangout, so no one else sees but us, and we would spend a lot of time with you. It's a lot of fun, right, Polly?
Well, it is really fun, but it's also, I mean, like even when we do our events, and then I'll stop talking about it because it sounds like we're salesmen.
No, it's okay, but just say it. It's
even
okay.
when we do that event, like when we do our Divine Messages, our evenings where we have people come in and, when we do events together, even those, everybody's always amazed. Number one, they're amazed at how it transforms you. But number two, they're amazed at how you and I work together. Because we just work really well together. And I think that itself is a gift.
Totally.
So
It's great. We have a great time. So without further ado, let's we like to start our show with a prayer or a meditation or something to get us in a focus, get us in a vibrational place where we can start to receive more messages, and then from there we will probably do a universal message for everyone here, and also we'll be doing helping Barbie in what we're getting with her. So everyone, please take a deep breath right now. Dear Mother, Father, God, we all just sit here in great, incredible appreciation for our lives. Source, universe, divine, whatever we call you, you are the source of life. We know that we are all part of each other. We know that in this moment, we all let go a little bit of our separation between love and ourselves, between our brothers and sisters and ourselves. We allow ourselves to sink more deeply into the non-duality that is called love, that is called life itself. We ask that we are more keenly aware of how we are being held in the palm of the divine today. We ask that we are more keenly aware that our brothers and sisters in the world are us. And we ask that we are more aware of our own vitality as a force of life. I'm going to take a big deep breath. And we say thank you very much. And so it is.
So it is. Okay, so Barbie, and actually for everybody, I have a message that I want to go back to later on, but for Barbie, I'm just going to tell you right now, when Max was doing his prayer, immediately what I was seeing was, so in your past, you have been, and sometimes you just have to listen to me, and then it makes sense, but in your past, you have been, you felt like you had more resources, better income, you had more like choices, like you weren't so, like you just had more choices. And so where I see you right now, which is funny because you say you had a cat, but I literally see you walking through like a little, you know those, it's like say a little tunnel, but it's outside in a garden. And for you, your little tunnel just keeps going and your kitty's following. You might have two kitties following you in the little tunnel, but it keeps going. And it's meaning that you keep, like you're going forward, you're slowly exploring to see what you can do, what you see. But it's almost like it's time for you to be so, it's like you're slow in discovering yourself. You're slow in realizing your full potential. You're slow. It's time to put your boundaries aside. And it's time for you to realize your full potential. Because this is just what you're supposed to do right now. And as I do this with my hands, I feel like you actually feel almost like you're also holding, you are supporting a lot. You're supporting a lot with your hands. So I don't know if that's family, if it's business, but you've got a lot that you feel you have to support. And so if you take those, I'm wondering if there's anything that you feel, and also I feel like there's somebody with a health issue, there's some health condition that is somewhat affecting your decisions right now, your ability to set something straight. And I'm also hearing the words even the score. I don't know what that means to you, but I'm hearing the words even the score. But I feel like there's stuff from the past, not even so, you know what, it's not even that far in the past that just it's like put that stuff down and just start afresh. Does any of this make sense to you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was looking for the unmute sign.
Yeah.
All of it does.
Okay, excellent. Because
Absolutely.
I really do feel that you have, and it's almost like you have this yearning for this change. I'm hearing crisis averted, and so I don't know, like if maybe 6 months ago there was like some 4 months ago is what it feels like, but there was like something that you were like, really concerned about. There was something going on. Crisis averted, it's okay now. So like the sirens or alarms were going off, you had to deal with it, it's okay now. Mm-hmm. So put that behind you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so at this point, what I would really encourage you, and this is partially coaching, partially whatever, really make a line. I'm hearing line item, this is funny. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but line item veto, whatever the hell that means. but I'm
Because you're so political.
Veto.
Yeah, I am not veto. But listen.
I love you.
Okay, write down what you want and go for it. And the thing is, it's also the other thing that I see. So you can write down a whole bunch of stuff. I also see that you have the ability to take like this sifter, just throw all the stuff in there that you think you might possibly want, sift it around and see what's left, because that's how you work.
Yes.
So don't limit yourself. Chuck it all in there, sift it, and see what's left. It's almost like you're mining for gold, right?
Yeah, always.
You put all the crap in there, run it through the water. If you
all of it.
Okay, if you need to take a little break, like going to the ocean, going to the stream, you know what, the water is good for you. Put your feet, like if you can sit down on the ground, put your feet in the water. It's a really therapeutic. And here's one last thing, and then I'll let Max. I'm hearing therapeutic industry. So do you want to do something with therapeutic industry?
I don't know for a career, because I'm basically sidelined, but the word therapeutic does resonate. Absolutely. And it might just be for a different reason.
Okay, well,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, but you know what? I actually feel like it's not necessarily like doing like the therapeutic industry in terms of like you're doing, taking care of their feet or whatever, but it could be something that you're doing behind the scenes or something like therapeutic industry, because that type of, those people, those are good people for you. Right? Okay, so go forth, Max.
No, it makes sense, though. It makes sense. It does.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to let everyone know again, and be transparent. I know some things about Barbie. So I'm kind of blown away by some of the things that I'm blown away by Polly all the time, because she's so freaking good. So here's the deal. I pulled 4 cards for you. I'm going to show you in the order I pulled them. Before I started, I pulled this one. Then when we were talking, I pulled this one. While you were talking, I pulled this one. Then I just pulled this one. So here we go. And I was like, oh my God, it's so perfect. So you get, this is whatever. This is the 8 of Gabriel, which means that right now it's really, really about you being incredibly, hi, kitty cat. Hello,
oh,
kitty
do you see her, the tail?
It's all
She's,
good.
I told you we would get a visit at least from one. Okay, no.
We love it. We love it. So it's all of our energy
that's
together.
Sadie, by the way.
Hi, Sadie. So listen, here's the deal. Right now is a time for you to, like, you've been dormant. You've been dormant. You've been healing. You've been doing your thing. You've had challenges. I know some of them. You've been dormant. Right now is a time of great activity for you. The 8 of Gabriel on this card is all about a lot of activities coming. Can you feel the activity starting to come?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying.
And it's a time, I know. I can feel
it does, though, just because I'm going from a place of being stuck to
right. And and Polly touched on this, and I know some about your story. So Polly touched on this. This is a time for you to have, really. You need to, right now is coming into a time of great activity for you. Lots of things are going to be happening for you, not just physically, but mentally, but also I hear the word education, you learning a lot more. That could be about what Polly was talking about a little bit too. You learning a lot more. Right. Are you enrolled in a class or anything right now? Are you doing something to learn something now?
I'm not, but sort of vicariously through my husband, because he's in school and he's going to have a course that's available that he's going to be able to keep in the house that I can take that would push what I'm thinking about doing forward.
It's
so I have an opportunity to take that class.
Then you need to do it. You need to do it, because I feel like it's great for you. It's good for you. It's about education. I get the word education a lot for you, which is really good for you. So it's going to be a time of great activity for you after a long dormant time. And this is what happens with the readings. Sometimes they go backwards. We're going to go backwards a little bit. Oh, and I have to ask you this. Before we even started, I wrote down, does the name Mary mean anything to you? Somebody named Mary in your family? Somewhere, Mary. I kept getting Mary. If it doesn't say no.
I do have a Mary in my family. I'm not
Is she crossed
in
over
the same
here?
state with her, but no, she's still here. She's still here, but she's
still
going
here.
through something pretty bad right now.
Trouble. She has trouble.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much.
That
So
kind of
my
breaks
guide
my
says
heart a
you
little
would
bit
be
'cause
well
I know
served.
what it is.
I know. You would be well served reaching out to Mary. Just, you know what? I just see card. Write her a little card. Just say, hey, it's Barbie. I love you. That's it. Don't get into the drama. You just send it, okay?
And she'll appreciate that, yeah.
She will. She needs it. Okay, so Mary.
That's a huge message, yeah, right now.
Good. So Mary really needs you. And the other thing is that, do you have Native American ancestry?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very little, but yeah. Yes.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Very little. You do have it. You have a power within you from your Native American ancestors, which, because I got the 9 of Gabriel, and if you can see, that's the Gabriel sitting next to a Native American. I get this very much with you. It's about staying determined, moving forward, keep moving, and I feel like the education too is you need to research and do some work around Native American philosophy, spirituality.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's good.
That's interesting.
Be prepared because a lot of things. Is that interesting? Why is it interesting?
Because I've always been fascinated by that, and I've always felt that.
Yeah.
But I didn't claim it because I wasn't sure. We weren't 100% sure. But then I just was notified not 3 months ago that Sadie's back. Sorry, tail going by.
Okay.
That we confirmed that we do have this in our lineage. So I would love to explore it.
I would venture to say, and then I'm going to get to these last 2 cards. I would venture to say you have a lot more than you think you have.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel a strong connection to the earth with you, and I feel that so do some research. That's all I'm saying. Then let's go through it. And then when when you were talking about solutions and everything, I picked this card, which is the solution card. So solutions, this is going backwards. So for you, Barbie, a month or 2 ago, you were more than that, you were going through all this craziness in your life, which I know about. But then solutions started happening little by little. Things have started happening. You're much more of a miracle maker than you've ever been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to reach out and embrace that a little bit more.
You're attracting more solutions in your life.
Yes. And without us making too much of a connection between you and I.
That's okay. You can say it now that we're talking.
Yeah, Sadie, please move your little butt. It's cute, but not everybody needs to see it. She's my soulmate, this kitty, by the way. She's with me through thick and thin, But between you and I think that connection is part of what you were just talking about.
Yes.
Because you've opened up, and just your ideas and things that you present to everybody. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you like this. I haven't. I've only been, back and forth through Periscope, but you have changed my life. You have changed my life, and I could be as bold to say that you saved my life at one point. So, this is beautiful. This is a gift. This was meant to be, because I was not even thinking about getting on Periscope that last night, and I literally just hit the button. Boom! There was your face. We need somebody for tomorrow's, and I'm like, shh, where do I sign? So. I'm gonna say that was meant to be.
It was.
And thank you. Looking at you for the first time and being able to say that too.
No, you're gonna make me cry.
But being able to say to you, thank you for saving my life.
I'm so glad. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. That's it.
But it's also, people need to remember,
it's not about me.
Right. The words were crisis avert is what I heard. And so,
that's exactly
Barbie,
it.
You have to take credit, right?
That's right.
You have to take credit, because Max and I can say whatever the heck we want to say. It's you doing the work. It's you recognizing your potential. It's you finally standing up for what you believe, right?
For the first time in a long time.
Right.
Yes.
And so, I mean, Max was there at that point, but it's you that takes charge of your life.
Me. You attracted me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you that takes care of your life now. And
that's right.
That's the thing, is like to recognize you don't need anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your cat.
That too. Her sister's walking around somewhere, but
okay. But I do have
this one is my soul kitty.
I have to tell you something really fast. So I was seeing this image. It feels like it's a letter that you'll get on kind of slick paper, and it has, whatever writing, like an offer is what it feels like. And then on the bottom, they circle the number, like in red ink. Like, look at this. If you sign up now, this is what you get. And then they circle the bottom figure with this red line or whatever. It feels a little gimmicky to me. So it's like some type of special offer, something that they're trying to, like, it's almost too good to be true. So I don't know if that's recently come into your life, but I'm telling you it did.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just a little spooky, but
that's how it works. But I'm just telling you,
it is too good, but I think it is too good to be true, and I might pass.
It is too good to be true.
Yeah.
It's too good to be true, and so I was seeing that, and I'm feeling whatever, and so I'm just I want you to recognize your ability to see through the smoke, your ability to stand up and claim. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of your potential, and. You know what? If you need somebody to lean on them, but you're still doing the work. Because you're not always going to need somebody to lean on.
I agree.
Because the process and the thing that I've been contemplating is something that I could do without this person and their business, venture.
Okay. You'll know.
I could do that. Yeah, I just needed to know that because that's important. Because I nearly signed on that dotted line for something that I can't afford.
Yeah,
but,
I'm glad you did it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna now.
Yeah, good. That's real confirmation for you. That's good because that I saw it and it's like because it's almost time for you to for lack of a better way, it's time to stop playing games. It's time to get serious about what you can do and what you're here for.
That completely makes sense. That completely makes sense, yeah.
I feel that too. Let me just say one thing really quickly because I have known you for a little bit, but just literally through chats and then knowing a little bit about your story. I have to say.
Yeah, we've never done a reading.
No, we've never done a reading. We never talked live. I've seen your picture and you even did a little testimonial for me. That is, and that's trans. But we haven't talked live. I haven't gotten your energy. But I'm telling you honestly, Barbie, from a human perspective, which I'm human, I had this kind of my ego was like, okay, let me see what she's like because I'm knowing your past. Oh my God, Barbie, your vibration now is so different than what I was actually kind of expecting that it confirms to me that you are moving forward. You are finding your strength. You are ready to be like, that doesn't work for me. Nope, that doesn't work for me. I got to do what I got to do. It's really important for you right now. Is that right?
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. Because it's my confidence. My confidence has been shot for so long because of medical issues.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I
want to talk about that. I want to talk about.
You already touched on that.
I did, but I want to retouch.
You did.
Yeah.
You got me kind of going. Oh no.
Really quickly, is that I have the image of roots in the ground for you. It's like you are getting your roots in the ground. That's connected to the Native American thing too. I have to say, the roots in the ground thing is big for you. Okay. All right, go ahead, Polly.
Okay, so the health thing, I definitely felt the health thing coming into it. I still feel the health thing, but I feel like it doesn't have to be as big of an issue. Let it, and I don't know what we're talking about. I just felt it, I saw it earlier, whatever. But I feel like it doesn't have to be as big of an issue as it has been. Like, accept it and then work with it, work around it, whatever. Like, it doesn't, like, don't let that be a label. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense because that's what I am in the middle of right now is, defining my future and the disability that I have and how that's going to be a part of my future.
Okay, and here's another thing,
that makes sense.
I don't say this very often, but Barbie, you actually, so I know you've got your Periscope community, but I actually feel like you would do well. Do you have like one special person that's objective? Not somebody that's going to let you go on and whine. It's got to be somebody that's objective, that's going to say, no, this is what we've got to get done now. Do you have anybody like that in your life?
Besides my husband, I do.
Okay. Align yourself with that person. It's really important, and it has to be somebody that doesn't have their own agenda or see you a certain way. Align yourself with that person so that because it's time for you to take back your power.
Yeah. Amen. I agree.
He's gonna help me do that too because he's a part of because we've been supporting each other as far as fighting for something really good, something that we both think not that we deserve, but we believe in. Yeah, that there's a cause.
Okay.
And you know him, Max. It's James. To be honest, it's James. He's my best friend. I've been working with him on his book, and there's a lot in it for me, not just monetarily, but for me to come out of this darkness and to be able to be good at something, to be successful at something, and to help my family, to help us. Because,
I'm telling you, you're going in the right direction. Let me just jump in here, Polly. Sorry. You're going in the right direction. You're totally going in the right direction. I just have my guide's telling me, make sure that you're doing it literally because thank you. So it can get complicated with the situation that you're in right now. Make sure that you're always coming back and saying, am I doing this because this is my calling, or am I doing it because I want to save? Those are two different things.
Save?
To save. To save someone or save the world.
No.
Save someone or save. I just need to tell you that because he told me to make sure that you come back to, because if it's your calling that's like, oh my God, this feels right, you keep going. You just keep going with that. But if there's any tinge at all where there's like, oh, I think I'm going to save the world, don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's not what you're meant to be doing.
Okay. I know what that means.
Make sense, Barbie?
It does. I know what that means. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to just tell you something that really crazily happened right now. First of all, this to me, what just happened is a sign that you are really on your right path. I have two decks of cards here. I have this deck, which is Archangel Power deck, which I learned about from Polly, which I got, and I love.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, and then I have my traditional tarot deck that I've had since I was 9 years old.
With the little writing on it.
So I picked two cards for you just now. They're the exact same card.
Does that happen often?
Never. So
I've heard that before.
The Six of Swords. And then in the other one, it's called the Six of Michael, but it's the Six of Swords. Both of these have to do with resolution, and moving forward. And I do have to say, and are you thinking about moving? Because I feel like you're going to be going somewhere. Because do you see the boat? See moving away? See the boat going away? Because I feel like you're going to either be taking a trip, you're going to be going away, or you're going to be moving from where you are to go somewhere else.
Yes.
Are you thinking about that? Are you planning that?
It might happen without us thinking that, without us even planning for it. It might be something that sort of we stumble into because of circumstances that we might have to move in a different direction.
Water? Is it across the water?
No.
Or near water? Is the way you're thinking about near water? I need to
get back to the ocean.
Yeah.
I need to get back to the ocean. My heart is not filled unless I'm near the ocean.
That's
So
why
I'm
this is coming out.
here. Yeah,
You
yeah.
see, it's near the water. It's near the water.
It
It's
needs
like,
to be.
and I think it has a
Yeah.
lot to do with your healing. It has a lot to do with your healing. So
that does work.
yeah,
With
and
what
it's
could be happening. Yeah.
good. It's crazy.
It's not a bad
crazy.
thing.
It's not a bad thing at
It's
all.
not
It's
a
a
bad
really
thing,
good thing. It's crazy that I got 2 of the same card from 2 different decks. This is a tarot deck, but they just use Michael instead of swords. So it's the same thing.
That is crazy.
It's great. Polly, or should we ask Barbie if she has any questions?
Well, there's just one thing that I really want to share with you.
Sure.
So, I feel like right now and in the future, there's really important for you to focus on you. So don't get caught, like similar to what Max was saying. So don't get caught up in doing something because of some connection with somebody else or something. It's right now. It literally is all about you. It's It's like It's like time for you to thrive. You're not, and I'm sorry, and this might sound cold-hearted, whatever, because I don't know, what else is going on. But literally, it's what you have to focus on. You have to focus on your ideal self. You have to focus on. That's your priority. Second to that is, whoever else out there that you want to love and cherish. But number one, you've got to focus on fine-tuning your skills, fine-tuning your health, fine-tuning everything about you. Did that sound harsh? Because it's
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Really
I'm pretty thick-skinned.
Okay, because it really is. I just feel like you've got to be selfish and say, it's all about me now.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable for me. That's not something that I
know,
am comfortable with.
It's literally, the time, it's here.
And I'm just going to confirm that because I just got, again, this kind of like you can't save. That's the thing. You can't save someone from their path. You can't save them from what they're doing. And it's fine to love your friends and love and whatever. I just got that very strongly. It's like you can't save. So just be like the only one you can save is you.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Paul.
Yeah.
Just focus on your healing because you're doing really good. You're doing really well. I mean, it's like kind of night and day of what's happening with you. But
that's
it's
huge.
never over.
That's huge. I mean, it's still bad.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right, this is what
I missed that last part. That little last part.
Okay. Well, I'll just say this.
It's like I'm.
I know we're cutting off a little bit, so okay. So let me just say that we'll move on. So Barbie, this is the time of the show that whatever we've told you a lot of things. So is there anything you want to ask us that we haven't covered yet at all? You can ask us any one thing that you're like, oh, I've been thinking about this, or did we cover that already?
It's kind of covered, except that the health issue has caused financial burdens, and with the financial burdens, for me comes guilt, and the situation that we're in, I always feel so guilty that it's my fault, that that we are going to lose things that we worked very hard for. But I'm also excited to think about me being the person in this dynamic that can come in and fix it is a weird terminology because that goes into the whole always wanted to fix something else or somebody else. It's not, I want to have
I need to show you this really quickly before you say this. I feel very strongly. Does
that make sense though?
Yes, I totally get it, and I just have to show this. I pulled this up. This is the Ten of Raphael. Do you see the couple right there leaning on each other?
Oh.
See the couple leaning on each other?
Oh, yeah.
That's the answer to your question. You're leaning on each other. You're
supporting.
You're supporting each other. It's about love.
Can you read what the bottom of the card says?
Well, it's not so much important about what the card says. The imagery says it all to me. You and your husband are leaning on each other, so don't feel guilty about it. He wants to be there. He loves you. You need to know that. It's all good. You and him are leaning on each other in the most beautiful way.
Yeah.
There's love there. There's support there. And I really feel like, it's all about everything's going to work out. And really, I want to say that. I mean, I'll read it to you if you really want to hear. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, your husband, and it's a happily ever after. It's a happily ever after. So that's the answer to why you're feeling about guilt. It's kind of like,
yeah,
let go of your, let it go.
Let it go.
You know what? He's there for you. He's there for you.
He doesn't blame me. He doesn't.
Your ego is wanting to feel bad. So your ego just be like, yeah, whatever. This is a time of you accepting
more comfortable for me.
I know, but it's the time that you're going to grow. You're going to accept more, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm worth it. Go ahead, Polly.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that feeling.
Sure.
So I also feel like that, the writing's not, things can still be resolved with the hospital or whatever. But here's my question for you. Did somebody have, I was hearing like appendicitis or something like that, because here's my thing for you. Do you have to have another surgery? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. I lost the last part of it, but I heard you say, do I have to have another surgery?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm seeing.
Yes.
I feel like that's almost like going to cause bring an ending, it's like, okay, this is it. Now everything fits together. Because I'm seeing that this is actually going to be a simple surgery. So simple meaning that it's like.
I hope so.
Yeah, just simple meaning that it's not. So keep it simple. Don't imagine whatever the hell could go on in the OR. Don't go down that road. I want you to imagine it's actually pretty simple, and they do what they need to do. And it's like, wow, I actually thought it might be different, but because I see a surgery, I actually see it brings a conclusion. Does that make sense to you?
I hope so. It does because I've had this will be the 7th back surgery.
Okay, well, see.
Well, no, the 6th back surgery, but it's a. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this will simplify things for you. Like this, something good comes out of it. So I want you to imagine when you go in for this. I want you to imagine it as. Anyhow, I just see like a really simple, like I saw surgery, but it's like a simple, imagine whatever happens as simple, you're done. It's important to imagine it as simple because that's how I see another surgery, but I see the simplicity of it. Yep. The resolving, the wrapping things up.
Resolves.
And I got 3 cards that are solution resolution cards.
Yeah. But here's, I have to say one other thing, and then we'll move on. I have to say one other thing. Like if somebody tells you, and I don't know if they've already told you this, if somebody tells you some news that, doesn't agree with what, like you don't want to hear it, right? If somebody tells you something, like a physician or whatever, like, well, you're screwed or whatever, you know what? Don't accept it. It's really up to you to reinvent yourself.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, so
that is so clarifying for me. That is
perfect.
Incredibly clarifying, and it's going to help me with how I proceed with this situation.
Perfect, because I think the beauty of this is I really want you to imagine like this, if you have this tangled ball of string, things are really going to start, you're going to find an ease in the way you're restructuring. Like your life is being restructured, but everything is like you're untangling and restructuring. And so find the beauty and the simplicity of it because your life is turning simpler.
Yeah. It could. I hope it does.
It
And
is.
more grounded. I just got the image of the roots going into the ground again.
Yeah.
It's gonna, not that you're gonna stay, because I still feel like but grounded within who you are.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna be grounded in who you are in a way you've never had before. And it's just beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I'm gonna say this again. I got 3 cards that are all solution and resolution cards.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so
It's been a long time coming, so I'm scared of it. Yeah.
But don't grab on if there's somebody saying, giving you kind of crappy, kind of disrespectful. I would even have to say it's in the tone of disrespect. I want you, if you could tell him to blow it out his ass.
I'm really close to doing that. I'm really close to I'm not going to say that exactly, but
whatever. And I don't really talk that way, but I just feel like there's some disrespect and blah, blah, blah. Don't take it.
Well, it's kind of like this particular person doesn't really want to do any more research on this. It's like, it is what it is. You're disabled.
Just walk away.
There's not much else I could do when there's things that they could do to fix it. Right. There's somebody else that can fix it. I know it. I just feel it. So this really, really makes sense. Yes.
But you know what? Part of it you can do. I mean, it's like, it's this time for you to stand up. But you can do it. Okay. So I re-watch this little episode and write things down so that it really becomes your mantra of it's your strength.
Yeah, I've been writing some things down, but the biggest word in the middle of the page was solution.
Are you kidding? Show that, please show that.
Well, it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle. Solution. Oh my God! Yeah, that's like the main word out of all of them.
What do you mean? Or you mean solution?
And the angel, because I think that I do have a person around me that's past that is pushing me towards that too. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so.
Wow, guys.
I loved having you. We loved having you.
And I appreciate
that helped you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Good. I want to ask
you
for. Oh, I'm sure we'll know. It's so great. Yeah. I want to ask you for a wrap up because you just said quite a few things that I think that are really valuable. But you know what? We're just here to serve and to help you. And what I always love is that what Polly does and what I do is completely just for your own best interest. We have no skin in the game. There's no skin in the game here.
Certainly.
We're just here feeling a vibration that is helping you, that is, I always believe that we're being supported by the hand of God, divine, whatever. And we're just some 2 crazy, funny, silly people that can kind of deliver those messages and their divine messages.
It's a beautiful gift. I mean, you guys are blessed. I mean, I am just so thrilled that I even found you, both of you, It just, it's a gift.
You're a gift to the world.
Yes,
I take it and I accept it and I embrace it.
Yeah, you're coming into your power. I just want to say this before we wrap up here. If you, the viewing audience, really enjoyed Barbie being here or having, we spent a lot of time with Barbie, which I wasn't even know how long we were going to spend. But if you would like a duo reading, you can send an email to info@attractpositiveresults.com to have a private reading with the 2 of us, which will go more in depth. But if you would like to be on the show and be in that position down there where Barbie is, then you can send an email. I just wrote it out. An email to info, I know my crazy right, at attractpositiveresults.com, info@attractpositiveresults.com. Once you do that, just say I'm interested in being a guest in a future episode. Then we will get back to you. We'll send you some stuff to see if you would be able to be on the show. Okay? We would love to have as many submissions as we can to help as many people as we can. So thank you so much for being here. I just want to say something before Polly wraps up. I do want to say that I appreciate your time here. We love doing what we do. And if you want to know more about me and what I do, you can go to attractpositiveresults.com. You can follow me on Periscope at maxryancoach.com, And for the first 2 people to go to attractpositiveresults.com that would like to have a reading with me, you will get $50 off your reading with me. So the first 2 people that go to the attractpositiveresults.com but go to the contact page and put the subject line Divine Message Show, the first 2 people will get $50 off an in-depth full reading with me. I'd love to do that with you. So we will be back next week with another awesome, incredible show. So Polly, what a fun show, right?
It's always fun. I mean, we love what we, thankfully, we love what we do. And we're super lucky. And yeah, Barbie, thank you so much, because as Max is saying, it's always an honor, because you guys, you know, whoever we work with, whether it's, you know, Max and I individually or whatever, it's always an honor, because people come to us and to allow us to basically tune in. That's a big deal. And so thank you. I appreciate that. And
you're very welcome.
It's, you know, I always appreciate that. So, and then also, so Max is coming tentatively back to Alaska in April. I'll be going back to California in May. And so we'll, you know, we do live events, and we do like where we take maybe 10 people. We like to keep it, well, under 20, say 10 to 20. People, 10 to 20 is perfect, 20, whatever. People in a room, and we do just panel readings. So we never know who's going to get the message or what the message is, but it's really fun. So if anybody's interested in that, if you want, we do it. We usually use venues, but we're also open to using houses. So if somebody wants to get a group of friends together, we're up to that. So that'll, when he comes in April, or when I go back to California, so we both travel to do this on a regular basis. And check out my radio show, which is on Tuesdays, Blog Talk Radio.
It's really good. It's really good. Please listen.
Thank you. It's super fun. And then the other thing I'll say, if somebody wants a free coaching session, like to just figure out what's going on in your life, and we do a little bit of intuitive stuff also, to figure out if coaching with me is the right thing, you can go to my website, which is Gateways to Peace. So Gateways and then the number 2, peace.com. And just check it out. Okay, everybody have a beautiful day, beautiful evening.
I just want to say thank you guys so much.
Oh, for
Really.
sure.
It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Barbie. We couldn't do this without you. It would just be like you and I just doing some
Just talking.
speaking,
I'm glad to be in the
Who
mix.
cares?
I'm glad to be in the mix. I was very, very honored to do it, and I appreciate everything you guys said. Yeah.
I'm glad, Barbie. All right, everyone. Remember to follow your divine messages that are being downloaded to you. They could be through image on the media. It could be through someone telling you, or it could be through your own intuition in your gut. But you are always being guided by divine messages, and please have the courage to follow your divine messages. We will be back next week at the same time and the same place. See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.